Good evening. I already made one video tonight, but I was going through some of my old videos, and I know I've been saying it for a couple months now, and I just didn't realize that today is my 1-year anniversary of switching my life and going on a whole foods diet. I don't think a year ago I thought I'd make it. So, you know, I've got the video that I made a month ago, 11 months and 30 seconds, watching the weight go off. But I don't know, I just don't think I ever thought I was going to make it. So here I am. Happy birthday to me, 1 year of whole foods diet. You know, the purpose of making the first video was to show people how much it cost to be on the whole foods diet. And I kind of wish I would have kept with that thread through a lot more videos than I did. I kind of let that one drift off as I went into the recipes and into cooking whole food stuff, and then I got into just the straight weight loss and body shots and kind of advice kind of stuff. So, you know, looking back over the last year and trying to figure out, you know, if I had to refocus on something, what would it be? And I kind of wish I would have added up the cost of going whole foods, doing the juice diets, because it's not as cheap as you'd like it to be. You know, everybody's on a budget. Everybody has, you know, well, I guess I can't say everybody. I mean, I guess if you're a movie star and you've got your own trainer, then you're not really worried about the cost of food. But for the 95% of us out here who don't make, you know, $250,000 a year or more, and aren't, you know, blessed with that kind of bountiful life, you know, we've all got to make sacrifices if we're going to make a change from the current lifestyle that we're on to something different. And, you know, believe me, it's a whole lot easier to pay 99 cents at the McDonald's menu than it is to go and buy a bunch of kale and cucumbers and lemons and apples and celery and some ginger and make a mean green juice, or, you know, pay $2.99 for a Boca Burger if you're trying to really, if you're struggling with your whole foods diet and you're needing something to eat that will keep you from cheating or eating that burger. So if you don't have all the money to do it and you're looking to change your lifestyle, what can you do? Is it realistic to switch over to a whole foods diet? And I am here to tell you that I believe it is. I know the first month or so that we were doing the videos on how much does it cost, I had spent quite a bit of money on organic beans and organic rice and, you know, all this stuff that you purchase when you're on a whole foods diet. Now, sorry about my nose. It's still hard to keep it going. I want to show you something. Do you recognize any of this stuff from my first video? This was on my first video, and I believe I paid $15 for this bag. Do you see how much is still in there? On the first video. Quite a few things on the first video. Well, I'm not saying that's the first bag of everything that was on the first video, but for the most part, here is where I store the stuff that I eat. I go to the orchard next door, right next door to my house, and I buy apples by the bushel, or I buy, you know, the fruits and vegetables. You know, and of course, the first video I said I was going to convert my family. I definitely didn't convert the family. It's just me. And, you know, I buy these in bulk. I know I said that I was going to go without them, but I'm not out of them yet, so I'm not going to waste the money on it. You know, and I buy fruits. It's lemons. I ran out of oranges today. So Is it expensive? Yeah, but you know what? So is cable and internet and leaving your water running and whatever that you're doing. You can have trade-offs. I mean, I think we've made do with the budget that we have on food because we don't go out to eat anymore. We probably go out to eat once a month, and it's something special between me and my wife. We'll go have a date night or something. But there is really no more stopping, on the way to Grandma's house to go to McDonald's and getting a hamburger and French fries. We just don't do it anymore, mainly because I don't particularly like stopping there because I feel like that's unhealthy food after the last year of doing this and seeing losing 27 pounds on this diet. It bothers me to stop at a fast food restaurant and stick that kind of food in my family's mouth, especially the little children, because I know they love that food. I love that food growing up, and I just don't want to do it. There's no reason for it. Cut an apple up, cut an orange up, take it in the car with us. So if you don't stop at McDonald's and spend $9, how much produce can you buy for $9? You can buy an awful lot of it. You can buy, for $9, you can buy 2 pounds of, mixed leafy greens, and that's enough leafy greens to make salad all week long if that's one of your meals. Don't go out to eat at lunch. Don't go out with the girls or the guys at work and have a sandwich. Cut out the Starbucks coffee. Cut out the, stop going to Starbucks. Go to McDonald's and have a dollar coffee. But don't go to McDonald's and have that dollar coffee if you can't say 1 coffee please without saying and one of those little burritos, or yeah, sure, I'll take a egg McMuffin for $1.50. No, if you don't have the discipline to just say I want a coffee when you go to McDonald's, then don't go to McDonald's. It's not worth it. It's not worth paying less for coffee at some place that's really going to tempt you. But it is a place that you can save money. It's a way that you can get through the first stages of switching to your whole foods diet. I just think that I'm rambling here because I didn't plan this video out. I just thought about it, the fact that it's been a year, and wanted to talk about it. But anything you can do to change your life, to get away from that junk food that you're eating, stop drinking Coke, stop drinking Diet Coke, stop buying the things that you buy that are comfort food. Stop buying those things. You don't need them. You do not need them. I was sitting at the Y the other day talking to a guy who was probably pushing 300 pounds, had several surgeries, had multiple issues with health, and I kept talking to him about what I've been doing over the last year and the movies that we'd watched, The Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, the Forks Over Knives, mainly those two. Those are the ones I always tell people to watch because it changed my life. I think it's worth advocating to other people because they're interesting movies in and of themselves, let alone the life-changing benefits if you really take it to heart. So I'm advocating to him, and he couldn't get past the fact that I was drinking green juice with vegetables in it. He's like, I couldn't do that. Nope, I couldn't do it. I like my hamburgers. I like my steaks too much. I don't, and he's sitting there going like this at close to 300 pounds. He's struggling to get out of the whirlpool, and you're like, you can't get out of your own way. You really can't get out of your own way. And it's a mental block. You got to get over the mental block. You do not have to be a prison to your own mind and to your habits and to the desires of your mouth. Look at your life and make the change. I have. It took me a year. I haven't lost an astronomical amount of weight in a year. 23, 27 pounds. Fluctuating between there. It hasn't been something that's like been radical. It's just been a long, slow year of changing my lifestyle, and it is a whole lot easier now to have a Super Bowl party or to go through a Christmas or a holiday and say, no, I don't want that. No, I'm not going to eat that. It's a lot easier when you can have a little bit of discipline in your life. So you know, it's been a year. It's cost a significant amount more money for food for me, because the whole family didn't switch. It's just me. Significantly amount of money more than for me than it was prior to shifting over to this diet. But it was worth it. It's worth it. And even if you don't think you can afford it, think about your budget. Think about what you're buying. When you are buying whole foods, what are you not buying, and what's the difference? If you normally buy, a 12-pack of Coke for $4.99, what if you just didn't get the Coke and drank water? What can you buy different than you could have bought last week? If you don't buy Oreo cookies for $3.99, that's $3.99 is 5 to 8 pounds of oranges. If you look for the sales, $5.99 for that 12-pack of Coke is almost 10 pounds of bananas. Apples, I got 2 bushels of apples for $25. That's enough apples to last weeks, as long as you keep them refrigerated or properly stored. So I'm just begging you. It's been a year for me. If you're watching this and you're wondering what the heck this bald guy is without a shirt on at midnight, leaving a message out on the internet, it's because I care about passing this message along. 34 years old. I've struggled my entire life with weight, and I feel like the last year has been a revolution. It's been something that hopefully will never change, and as long as I'm having good results, and as long as I've got something good to say about it, I'm going to be here passing on advice to you, providing videos, and setting new goals for myself that hopefully motivate you. So thank you for watching. I know it's been a long rambling video, but 1 year's down. This next year is going to be easier than the last, and I restate my goal for being at 185 by March 31st. So subscribe, like me, give me suggestions. I know this video is definitely not clear, but if you got suggestions, or if you got things you want to talk about, or if you got questions, leave comments, and I almost always respond to them within an hour or two of getting them, unless I'm at work. Okay? Good luck, and have a good night.